Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. It's time now for Game 3, the decider between Zephyr and MiTH. We're here in the inaugural Group A action. Loser of this likely to not advance from the group stage, as both these two teams lost their opening games yesterday. Winner of this still has a chance depending on their result from the last day. And for Game 3, I won't be solo casting. I'll be joined by Pimp McCool. How you doing, Pimp?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yeah.
That's
Thanks
good
for
to
having
hear,
me.
man. Oh, glad you can join me. You can step away from the Star Ladder for a second. There's a lot of good Dota going on with Star Ladder over on the Star Ladder channel. We've got WPC. Orange are playing Titan on WPC on the BTS2 stream, but Game 3 between Zephyr and MiTH. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll also have to say, like, last game was very entertaining. Clutch disruptions all around. And also, maybe not the best tower defenses all over the place, but still, that was a really good game. And I didn't thought after this four-man wipe from MiTH that Zephyr could actually come back. But, well, they did. It was
Yeah.
some pretty amazing play, I have to say.
It really felt like that was the turning point for MiTH, and then from there they were just going to straight up win the game. Even though, like, up until that point, I feel like they'd had a few things not go their way. But once I saw that, I'm like, well, Zephyr came, they fought hard in this tournament, but I think they're going home. Because if they lost that game, they've lost two of their series, and their final series is against Titan. And Titan is so far crushing everyone. So for them to beat Titan is a very big ask. But hey, they somehow found a way to break through MiTH, and here they are, Game 3 on square footing and looking to get that Game 3 win here.
Yeah, and I also have to say, like, there was a Shadow Demon banned out, and this Ember Spirit was picked up by Zephyr. So,
Yeah.
man, banning out the Shadow Demon and letting the Ember Spirit through, I feel like this is a big, big tell. But look at this. The kill Snagasan once again. Ay, ay, ay.
They say, look, game 1 didn't work, but we'll have another go at it. So we'll see. And the other big thing for me, which is interesting to note, is once again, Bambo's going to be playing on that Enchantress. So he's not playing that offlane role. They're putting Aosin on this farming Doom. Last game it was in the safe lane. We'll see if they do another offensive trialing to try and shut down the Nagasaran farm. It worked out well last game because Lakel's really had a tough time in the laning stage. But the Bambo Enchantress, it seems that Zephyr just felt like game one was a complete disaster. I don't know if you saw any of that, but Zephyr just got stomped by MiTH, and Bambo Enchantress won him game 2, so they're going to try for it again here in game 3.
Yeah. It's actually, excuse me, it's actually a good call to just go with the Enchanters. I feel like this hero can do lots and lots of stuff, especially in the early mid-game stages. Like, if you get power threats, and that's it, and you have your, like, level 2 impetus up and ready to go, you're gonna crush people. Because this true damage is just ridiculously high, and the Nagasara, I mean, she's got great armor, but if you've got impetus, you don't care about armor at all, and I feel like that's a great pickup.
Well, we'll see MiTH for the third game in a row get Centaur for Group GB. I'm surprised Zephyr have been letting them keep getting Centaur. I think Centaur is actually worth the ban in the first stage against certain teams, and if teams are just going to keep first picking it like MiTH do,
30 seconds to
this hero is so ridiculously good. I just think Zephyr should be considering banning it out.
Yeah, he's really, really strong. We also saw, like, on Solid yesterday, there was a BKB up on the Centaur, and he blinked in, forced, like, triple BKBs from Alliance. I think it was Alliance IG, or Alliance DK, I'm not sure anymore. But still, like, this Centaur blinked in, forced, like, triple or double BKBs, and just ran out. And that's it, and then your BKBs are down, and that was all it took there. It was ridiculously good. So, yeah, Centaur, I have to agree. Like, this hero is legit. And also, in the mid-game, he kind of falls off, but if he gets, up, like, a heart and a hood, he suddenly becomes incredibly scary, and he suddenly hits like a truck. Like 250 damage, that's completely normal for a Centaur with a heart. So that's something I'm looking forward to as well.
All right, well, we'll introduce our two teams here. Game 3, the decider between MiTH and Zephyr. On the Radiant side, it will be the Americans living in Korea. It's going to be Purge playing the support Venomancer, Corey on the Miranda in the offlane. We've got Blitz playing a solo mid Ember Spirit. Safe lane will be, looks like Bambo supporting as a jungle Enchantress with Aosin playing a farming Doombringer. And I'll let you introduce the Thai boys, MiTH.
On the bottom lane, we've got the Centaur, we've got Gob GB, and I don't know too much about him. I had actually the pleasure of casting MiTH quite a bit in the last few weeks, but I don't know too much about him. Anyways, oh, wait a second, top lane, they're actually going into Purge. Look at this guy. He's just getting leech seeded up. A few more right clicks, not going to be enough.
That arrow saves his life.
Wow.
That was a big arrow from Purge.
Yeah, and Corey has to be super careful as well.
Yeah, Corey does take a lot down. Even though they don't get first blood, I still look at this as MiTH winning the lane. I mean, they were likely to win the lane anyways in a 3v2, but...
Yeah. And Leech Seed is ridiculously strong. Actually, anyways, speaking of Leech Seed, Boombell is going to be on the tree, and amazing Sand King last game. Well, we can see if he delivers this time around as well. TNK on the Crystal Maiden. Lakel's the man himself, known for his Morphling. Now this time around, it's going to be the Nagasaran, and of course mid lane, ABBA on the Death Prophet, showing Blitz how it's done most likely.
Yeah. Well, I didn't catch the... I can't recall the bans. Did Zephyr ban out Morphling in the first ban stage again? Because they did that in game 2. They, like, first banned Morphling. They were like
I
straight up
think
respect
they
banning
should,
Lakel's.
but I'm not sure if they did. Because you have to ban out the Morphling against Lakel's.
Yeah.
Like, that's my take at least. Actually, Blitz mid lane, wow. Dropping quite a bit low there. He's fine, he's good to go.
Yeah, and it's interesting that MiTH Trust also take the Death Prophet, so they're somewhat deny. It was as deny pick as well as just picking the hero up for themselves, which is interesting to note. So they get the Death Prophet themselves. I haven't seen Blitz play that much Ember Spirit. I'm sure he's more than capable of it. He's going to go for a Flame Guard build, which I think is the right build, especially against the Death Prophet. But
yes.
I haven't seen him actually play the Ember Spirit all too much.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like, Flame Guard build against Death Prophet spam is going to be absolutely the right call. People give, I would say, Ember Spirit plays a lot of crap for going Flame Guard first, but against this Harris-oriented lane, it's just ridiculous. You can't go anything else.
We'll see GB possibly getting ganked out a bit at this bottom lane. Bamboo wants to go in, but he's only got himself and some illusions. No actual creep support apart from the tornado that's already there. I agree. I think there's too much like hate on people who go Flame Guard. Like, oh, it's the wrong build just because Arteezy showed how powerful this Sleight of Fist plus Searing Chains build is. But I think the Flame Guard build's still very viable, and in some situations just straight up better. Like this game here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't just sustain yourself with a bottle cry. It just doesn't work. You need to get up the Flame Guard. Otherwise, well, you're gonna lose the lane. And why go for aggressive build if you lose the lane? You can't make too much stuff happen. You need phase drums, to be super effective. And well, so far Blitz, he's got 8 CS, that's okay. But against the 13 and 4 from ABBA, this of course looks not so great.
I'm surprised Purge is still top lane. I feel like he can't even get an XP range. Like, Corey's there because he's got the leap escape, but Purge is just kind of poking his head up and down. He should be either moving to help pressure mid lane or even rotating bottom to just do some pulls and jungling. Like, he does not offer anything to this top lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I feel like Curry, if they go on him, he can just leap away and then he's good to go. Anyways, one thing to note, Gods, I'm not sure about the stretching you did earlier. It looks a bit weird. I don't know if you want to revert.
I can de-stretch it.
Yeah,
keep aspect ratio. I just mid lane Zephyr. Blitz has actually gone in for a kill here on Arbor. Flame Guard going to wear 10 HP.
Wow,
that was almost an outplay there for a solo kill. He's going to get armored up now by the Treant. Arbor's probably like, dude, where were you 10 seconds ago when I needed that? He's got his bottle back as well. Oh, that's going to save his ass so much. He's back to full HP, full mana after he uses these bottle charges, and possibly going to grab a 4-minute rune if it spawns bottom. He's hoping for a bottom rune. It's going to spawn DD top. He may get it anyways. It looks like Blitz is going to make his way up there first. Arbor, one more Crypt Storm. Blitz gets slow. Ooh, that Flame Guard saves Blitz's life, and his bottle coming in.
Man, Curry's getting initiated here. The lead sheet is ridiculously strong early on. Corey is the first blood. Boomer picks it up, slams it right down there, and 88 damage on the Treant. These are hits you don't want to take. Yeah, lead sheet is a ridiculously good early game spell. Yeah. The slow doesn't scale. It's 28% slow on every
mid lane. They've gone on Arbor. Nice skin coming in from Bamboo. He's got the Centaur Stomp, and that will not be able to keep the Death Prophet alive. The armor coming in from the Treant. So they get a nice little kill on the Death Prophet mid, but the first blood was picked up by MiTH Trust. That's the more important kill.
Yeah, although it went to the Treant, and I'm not sure, like, usually I favor actually supports getting the first blood just to have some early boots, and look at this. Purge, man, he can't find anything. The Kel's, very nice kill, and the body blocks, wow! That's some kick-ass body block, boom bell.
Right click, just right click. Oh, one right click. They've just got him. That was, like you say, kick-ass body block. If they don't get that body block, Purge gets away.
Yes. Because CM is way too slow. 280 movement speed.
Yeah. I'm surprised Corey doesn't throw an arrow there, because I think an arrow, if it lands even just on the Treant to get Purge around the Treant, would have saved his life, but I guess Corey maybe thought he wasn't going to need to use the arrow. Another gank attempt on mid lane now as Enchantress thinking about poking his head down towards his mid lane. Blitz does have the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains initiation. He's going to Fire Remnant forward. This is going to help us out by guaranteed Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, and now Arbor in all sorts of trouble. Gets instant up. Blitz actually not enough damage out, but there's going to be a slow coming in from the Enchantress now, but Arbor still alive, has a bottle charge as well. This will heal himself up. Now Bambo's lost his ensnare creep. That's going to be problematic for Bambo. He's taking a lot of damage here. One Crypt Storm, Bambo goes down. Blitz has nothing left. He's out of mana, and Arbor just, this time around, outplaying the gank. Oh no. Is Blitz, ooh, the phase boot. Oh. That phase boot's delivery just saves Blitz's life.
Yes. Oh man, that was clutch. That was ridiculously clutch. But yeah, good rotations actually from MiTH Trust. And a bit of miscommunication from Zephyr. It's always this hard call to make, like, do we dive? And how far do we dive? Because sometimes you're just like, okay, you know what, we get the kill and we guard right back after. It just happens. And then you just overplay a bit, and yeah, against the Death Prophet, like, Crypt Storm's got like no cooldown whatsoever. 6-second cooldown. It's ridiculously good. 300 damage AoE. Also,
it felt like Blitz going for the Fire Remnant initiation was maybe they needed the actual Fire Remnant damage, which is what was missing from that gank. If they have that, they maybe do better off there. But
yeah,
smoke from MiTH Trust now. Boombell and TNK looking to make their way towards top lane.
sometimes you're just not comfortable to just use the Slayer Fist as well as your Searing Chains together.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard on the timing. It's like very hard to pull off. So yeah. Also mid lane, there's gonna be a wraparound gank, and I feel like MiTH Trust do have the kill.
They haven't got silence though. No points in silence.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Which I think that's fine. I don't think Arba's built this wrong, but it's just they've got a lot of slow here. Blitz can't really go too far, and with the Stampede, Blitz getting low. Stampede going. Oh, sorry, Slider Fist with the Searing Chains. Blitz now out of mana. One more Crypt Storm gets him down to 40 HP. Not enough damage. Boombell now doomed up. He's going to be brought down by a level death. Treant gets killed off. I think it was the tower with the last hit there. So nice TP rotations. MiTH Trust is getting a bit too aggressive there with the kill attempt on Blitz at the mid lane.
Yeah, and here comes the power of the Ember Spirit. He leaves a Remnant, TPs back to the base, regenerates all his HP back up, and you know what? He's good and ready to go in just a bit.
Yeah.
And this mid game just got a bit harder, but still, the Death Prophet is insanely strong. As soon as Blitz leaves the lane once, there's going to be an Exorcism, there's going to be damage on the tower, and the tower already dropping a bit. And this is just not even an ultimate use so far.
Tower is under attack.
And Lakelz is farming much better this game than last game when he was on the Naga Siren. He's probably looking at a maybe even faster Radiance this time around. As Corey, with just a Venomancer to protect him, can't really do much against a full-on tri-lane. So a bit of a mistake with the mid-lane play there. But now we do have a point in the silence for Arba. So next time, well, if there is a next time, they do have the silence ready. I feel like that was the big kind of just MiTH Trust getting way too overambitious there. Trying to get a kill without silence, just not really possible on an Ember Spirit.
Yeah, although ABBA is usually making the right calls there. So, I mean, I kind of understand why you pick up 2 levels in the Exorcism first, because it's just so much more pushing power. The ultimate gets way better. Also, top lane, Purge, arrow into the face of TNK. This could be a good turnaround here. Lakelz has to be super careful. Although, 8 armor, he doesn't care too much about a few tower hits here and there. TNK, still not done yet.
Ooh, bottom lane, they've actually gone in. They're going to kill the Enchantress here. Doom now shows up as well. He gets Hoof Stomp, but not going to see too much more come from that. That's just to cover their retreat.
What do you think about Mech on Doom?
I think it's good. I think it's probably the best item. Unless you have like another mech buyer. Like I think Doom is a hero made to carry auras.
Yeah, I actually agree.
He's just a walking tank. Like you want this guy just to have as many auras and teamfight items as possible.
Yeah, I actually agree. Like I don't like the Shadow Blade, I go carry Doom-ish thing. One position. Anyways, Sexy Bambo top lane. Enchants Illusion, that's cute. Can't use the Riptide though. That's unfortunate.
It's not going to offer too much here, but the tier 1 tower may be defended. Bambo just going to draw creep aggro off this one, and I feel like without Blitz, defending tower is not going to be too easy. Blitz does have a TP scroll if he wants to try and TP in for this, but the Exorcism about to expire. TNK taking a lot of damage from the Impetus, doesn't get off a Frostbite, uses the Nova instead. And a Sleep being forced out just to save his CM, but I guess it's okay just to disengage, because that could have been more than a CM. Blitz is actually TPing, he's going to fire Remnant forward. He wants TNK, has a Slider Fist with a Searing Chains in a second. TNK gets caught out, but it's going to be okay. Now Centaur shows up as well, no Stampede for 20 seconds. Both teams bringing 4 heroes to the top lane. A TP in from Doom, so that's 5 heroes for Zephyr. They brought the entire team for a party up top. But for now, MiTH Trust have disengaged.
Bambo is super aggressive up here, like he wants to find something. And there's a double stack. But yeah, that's all it takes, and there it goes. MiTH Trust back to farming. Bottom lane, it's gonna be Boombell looking at a rather quick and early mech as well. Well, considering he's a 5 position player. Or actually, is he? No, he's 4.
Yeah, he plays the 4 normally. But they've got the CM there, so that means he can actually get more farm for his team, go for the mech, the blink, these kind of items. But with MiTH Trust pushed out the top lane, it looks like Zephyr maybe going to find themselves the tier 1. I think defending this is going to be quite tricky. Centaur, no blink. He's only 300 short of this, so this will be a pretty early blink dagger for the Centaur for Gobjibi.
Yeah, also, that's actually a big deal of Zephyr pushing the top tier 1 right now. Because if you think about it, they've got a lineup, I mean MiTH Trust, they've got a Death Prophet, Ultimate up, Exorcism, ready to go, 15 seconds. And they don't find a tier 1 yet, and I feel like they really rely on getting a few towers here and there for their game plan in order to get a very quick and early blink dagger up on the Centaur.
Centaur now with the Death Prop. They maybe want to go charge in. Bambo could be in some trouble. The Centaur stun off the mark. Arrow actually going to hit the Centaur now. That's going to stop any sort of a hoof stomp, but Bambo's still a fairly straightforward kill. And Zephyr just going to retreat. So nice little pick off there. Doesn't really cost MiTH Trust too much, and also opens up this top lane for Lakelz to farm. So that's actually a pretty important kill for them to be getting. It opens up top lane for Naga. Boombell going to create even more space by pushing out and solo farming bottom. So this is what MiTH Trust need. Lakelz just any space to get his Radiance up.
Yeah, absolutely. So this ward here in the top lane, that's ridiculously important. You need to just get taps on what is happening in your own jungle, because you don't have the tower anymore. But if you just have all the wards up there, that's wonderful, and you're gonna have a Naga Siren farming away quite nicely. And this is Lekel's. He's known for his ridiculously strong carry plays and for his ridiculously good CS ability. And so far, I mean, he got aggressive drawland. He's still on 44 CS, right? Well, 43. He just missed this one. While I praise him, makes me look like a fool. Anyways, yeah, but still, this guy can find so much farm all around the map.
Yeah. Well, TNK just going to get some wards up, even more defensive wards just being planted near this top lane. Everything's about protecting Lekel's for the most part. He's just a bit low on mana here, which is the one thing with his build. He did this last game where he just straight up rushes a Radiance with no bottle, with no Ring of Aquila, and not even or a Drum of Endurance. No actual mana sustain items, but he kind of gets away with it, but I feel at the same time just getting a Ring of Aquila for some mana regen does pay off a little bit. Like, the Brilliance Aura from CM isn't really enough on its own.
Yeah, that's right, actually. Like, I feel the Brilliance Aura is great, and it's nice that the Naga Siren can just be a bit more active with the Illusion spam, with the Riptide spam. But if you get a Ring of Aquila on top of that, that's even better. I think the Ring of Aquila is just such a nice value item.
Yeah, so I think, and ultimately, sure, it slows down that Radiance, but it may not even slow down the Radiance in some games. I mean, maybe
exactly.
If you get free farm, it does slow it down, but it's still going to be an item that once you have Radiance, it makes your illusions as that little bit buffer as well. Like, it's useful stats regardless. And when you have the Radiance, you have more mana regen. You can send more illusions out anyways. So long term, it doesn't slow down your farm at all.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah, and I'll look at bottom lane. ABBA wants to go in super aggressively, finds one Crypto onto Bambo, but that's it. It's another tier 1 being dropped here by Zephyr.
They do want to trade top, and this is Lekel's getting a tower though.
Oh, yeah, that's actually...
So that's worth the trade. Meanwhile, bottom lane, actually Blitz could engage on Arbor here, but Arbor's pretty tanky with his phase drums, not to mention very swift.
Also, I wonder if it's actually Arbor or ABBA, because...
I call him Arbor, but
Okay, I go with ABBA, so we're both wrong. Like, one of us is wrong.
Well, yeah. I just call him Arbor because it's a lot easier. It's shorter. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely right as far as, I mean, if you're spelling out the name one way or another. I just don't know if Arbor's a correct pronunciation or not.
Dude,
tower is under attack.
I have no clue. Also, Sexy Bambo's getting sandwiched right now? No,
I've been casting this guy for a while. Like, he used to play support for MiTH, like, back in the Dota 1 days, but I've just always called him Arbor. But I've met the guy, but I've never, like, asked him, like, hey, how do you pronounce your name?
That's unfortunate.
I've just always, like, accepted that it's Arbor. No one's ever told me otherwise, so...
Oh, I guess that's fine then.
I guess MiTH not a big enough team. Like, when people were calling Havos the wrong name, people brought it up because Na'Vi were winning TI and stuff. So, like, look, these guys just won TI. You got to call him the right way. When Arbor wins a TI, that's when people will be saying how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, that's actually good, yo. Like, win a TI before someone pronounces your name correctly.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Arrow? Somewhere? Completely off the mark. That's unfortunate, but... Wow. Like, this tree armor, Crypt Swarm, TNK with his CM aura and stuff, they can't go.
Fire Remnant forward. This tower's still very full. With full HP tower, I think MiTH can still just spam it down. It's tricky to engage into the Plague Wards and stuff, but the main thing for them is just hold their own, keep this tower alive as long as possible. And Blitz has actually not gone for a drums. He's picked up a Claymore, which I feel the drums just offers you so much sustain. But here comes Bambo. He's looking for a bit of a wraparound here. He's got a couple of creeps, center as well as a satyr. He's just going to get some good scouting here. There is a Fire Remnant as well. The arrow not going to hit anyone. If that hits, maybe we see the Fire Remnant forward from Blitz, but not going to go for it. TNK taking some decent damage here. The Centaur stun's there. Another Fire Remnant going forward. Blitz maybe thinking about going in. They'll kill off the Centaur to start things off, and this is going to open up the tier 1 tower. Probably going to see this go down. It seems MiTH just happy to stall this because Naga Siren is pushing bottom lane.
Yeah, and that's actually a really big deal. Zephyr need to get this objective. They're taking down the HP, that's nice, but they really need to get the kill there.
Yeah, and Lekel's is now on the tier 1. He's getting it down pretty damn fast.
Yeah, and he's got a relic. With 50 minutes and he got aggressive Charlane. Okay, so not Charlane, but now they go. ABBA got an arrow to the face, got a Doom in the face. Blitz jumps in, Blitz wants some blood, and a very well-timed overgrowth means no one is actually dying so far. Tree armor as well, and now it's going to be the Centaur. He's going to be the first one to fall. Nice stomp in the end.
They save Arbor though, and they get the tier 1 bottom tower.
Yes.
So I think that's not too big of a loss there. Ideally, MiTH don't lose anyone, but once the Doom was used on Death Prophet, they had to initiate completely to save the Death Prophet, and that led to Centaur dying. But it's probably better the Centaur dies than the Death Prophet, because Centaur, once he has Blink, has all the items he really needs.
Yeah.
Arbor's getting aggressive here at mid. He needs to be a bit careful. Actually, no, it's Bambo. Bambo. He's got no heal up.
Yeah. Wow, this guy.
Bambo's been playing super aggressive the entire series. Game 1, he kind of went for a very questionable build with his
Radiant's
Midas Bat
bottom
Rider.
tower is
So
under attack.
Okay.
I credit some of the game 1 loss to Bambo's build, but for the most part, he had a fantastic game 2 with an aggressive Enchantress play.
Yeah, it sometimes happens, you know. I mean, Bone 7 got a lot of crap for like going Darkseer, Hand of Midas on every hero. And,
That's true.
You know,
Well,
it worked.
Yeah, it worked at the time. It feels like
Yes.
Zephyr went triple Midas in game 1 and got severely punished for it.
Well, that's a bit too much of a grade, I guess. Like, triple Midas is where you're asking
Yeah.
a bit too much.
It's
from
like what
your
we saw in
AD.
6.79, like towards the end, before
Yeah.
Midas got its little nerf. Like every team was just getting triple Midases, and not even every team. I think teams started to realize it wasn't that big of an issue, but the triple Midas was was something that Zephyr seemed to think was a good idea in game 1. They don't work out. And meanwhile, MiTH get a Roshan for themselves here. Aegis onto Arbor.
Dire's top tower
Not a
is under
game-breaking
attack.
hero to have an Aegis on, because if you respawn, your Exorcism may be on cooldown. At the same time, you maybe just save your Exorcism for when you respawn, because he was actually getting doomed in that last fight. So if you get doomed, you can respawn and then stay alive. So this will probably force Doom into using his ultimate on other heroes like the Centaur or the Treant Protector instead.
Yeah. Also, I have to say, like, if you blow up someone real quick, like the Death Prophet, and if she doesn't get their Exorcism off, that's game. Like, this ultimate is just way too strong, I feel like. So, yeah, that's actually a good call to pick to get her the Aegis. And this also enables her to just be a bit more aggressive. Like, what we saw at the tier 1, just, you know, staying, like, right back here, Crypt Swarm up to the wave. And you can do this way more aggressively if you've got the Aegis. So that's a really nice idea, actually.
Well, we'll see the Radiance now online for Lakel. 17 minutes in the game. He's already sent those off to do some jungle farming. He got a decent time in his Radiance game 1, but after that he didn't play as flawlessly as you normally expect from Lakel's. But now I think MiTH, just an overall much more steady and sturdy start. They're only 1,500 gold behind, but they've got themselves a 1,500 XP lead. And Bambo, silenced up, gets the heal up, but there should be enough burst damage. Yes, just enough. They bring down Bambo before the heal can truly kick in. And MiTH going to fall back after that pickoff. Lakel's is pushing and farming top lane. He's got 1,200 gold on himself, and the Treant armor as well coming in just to keep him nice and healed up.
Yeah, and also, well, now he's up to 1.4k gold, and this is
Radiant's top
this is where
tower
things
is under attack.
are gonna be considered a bit worse for Zephyr, because this guy is gonna farm his heart out. Man, I'm not sure how they're gonna deal with this.
Well, Battle Furies is going to be the name of the game from Blitz. So he skipped the drum just to get these faster Battle Furies, but end of the day, like, Naga Siren's just not going to be team fighting. You can just, like, split push lanes and never take team fights if you want to. And that's where you can have as many Battle Furies as you want, but I don't know how much it's going to matter. And you look at some of these MiTH heroes, Centaur, Treant, Death Prophet. These are all tanky heroes. Death Prophet's likely getting like a Shiver's Guard after the Yule Scepter, so there'll be plenty of HP and armor on these MiTH lineup, I feel.
Yeah, also the problem with the Battle Fury is you need to have the luck that you actually cleave in the right direction, and if you pick up a Daedalus as well, I feel like you're pressing your luck maybe a bit too much.
There's huge RNG factors. That's probably one of the things I don't always love watching about. You can't really see it too much in action. All you see is like Ember Spirit just Omni slashing through a bunch of creeps doing damage, but in reality, how much damage he does to heroes is so RNG dependent.
Still though, if you get the big crits, that's it. And I think what was it? I think it was IG. Like just a few hours ago in Starlighter, just getting like the triple crit.
Ferrari had like a double Rapier plus double Battle Fury plus Daedalus.
Like, that just happened.
I saw his end items and was just like, oh god, filthy stuff. Honestly, I don't think the hero is that overpowered. I think he needs adjustment for reasons apart from being overpowered. I think the mechanics are just anti-fun.
Radiant's
actually, I agree.
is under attack.
Oh, Blitz kind of missing his life is there, so... Well, in the end... Wow, Ethan, super aggressive moving it forward.
This is a CM. Are they even going to kill the CM? TK's still alive. Okay, they will get the kill, but Blitz used all his mana for it. Now they're going to maybe possibly take big punishments for this one. Death probably gets the first kill here. Now they're going to move on to Aos, and he's still got Doom, but is he even going to be able to use this? I don't even think he wants... Okay, he tries to turn and cast it, but... They died for a CM. What was...
With 3 armor. She couldn't even... What?
What was that? The throws.
She was on like 20k HP. It felt like, at least.
Those Tranquil Boots movement speed, that was all the Tranquil Boots. You think CM's slow and squishy, but with Tranquil Boots online, you get away from a lot of that damage.
Now, people are gonna be flaming me, but 4 armor on the Tranks is actually huge. Pair that with a 3 armor, like 80 damage block, that's... I don't know. Dude, you can't die. Also, Centaur is invis, he's going on a 0-0 cent mission, I guess. Who's he gonna be fighting, though?
Yeah, I think Tranquil Boots are ridiculously good. I don't think they're like too good, because I think there's...
No. They're not OP.
But it makes it, like you say, a support hero like Crystal Maiden having that bonus 4 armor makes a big difference. Oh, they've got maybe a kill on Corey bottom lane. They'll use the Stampede and a double edge just to make sure they get it. The extra damage probably needed from the Stampede, and that's your Zephyr, essentially carry hero, being brought down.
Yeah, look at the CS also. Like, Blitz can't find a lot, and he's playing this out very well so far. He's got his Battlefield finish now. But still, like, he needs so much more. He's 2-0 and 2, that's great, but I feel like if you're going up against a Kills Naga Siren, you need to find a bit more, and Eos in bottom lane, he's going to be the next one, because there is a ganking sword coming his way very, very soon, but they don't have any sort of long-range initiation.
Well, Treant, no blink. I imagine Treant's next item's probably a blink, unless he wants to go like full teamfight auras. Like you talk about Doom being an aura carrier, Treant in theory can go for the pipe, drums, Vlads, any of these items they want may be picked up by the Treant. Actually, pipe's going to be from the Centaur, so they've got a pipe from the Centaur, which is probably a much more useful hero to have the pipe on, giving Treant room to go for that blink dagger.
Yep, definitely. Well, and there goes the Exorcism. This means this tower is so dead.
Oh yeah, there's no fighting into this Aegis.
Like, why would you pop your Exorcism right there? I think the tower would have been dead anyways.
At the same time, like, they're going to back off. Like, even if they just get it a bit faster, so they can go back to farming the neutrals. So I think it's just an efficiency thing rather than like a, oh, we needed to use it to get the tower.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess it was actually because the Naga Siren was still farming their own woods.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
go ahead.
Finding Sexy Bambo. Now, I was just thinking about Sexy Bambo because he was running into this spot, and then he's going into this spot, and also farming this one here up as well. He's having a good time in his enemy's jungle, and this is Bambo plays. If he gets caught, and he could have been...
Well, he's 1-5 this game. He's been... Game 1 was, I would say, honestly, the biggest, most important thing to happen in Game 1 was Bambo, boots first Enchantress, ran through the enemy jungle with a puck chasing him around, juking him for like the first 2 minutes of the game without getting killed, and then the puck went to mid lane after not getting a kill and was like a level and 2 creep waves behind Blitz, and they lost the game almost because of that. Well, at least they lost mid lane because of that. So Bambo either goes big with his plays, or in a game like this, he's kind of gone small because he's 1-5 and has not had that big of an impact, I'd say.
Yeah, although like I feel like you need to take some risks sometimes. And speaking of risk, Purge is going to be finding the kills, who's not going to be wanting to find any more illusions from the Naga Siren. No. And look at Naga Siren, man.
Yeah,
23 minutes in. Oi.
Oh, Purge may just straight up die here. Oh no, Lakel's plays safe. He could have, with an ensnare on Purge, it would have been very close to a kill, but...
He would have got him.
Yeah, I think his reasoning is like, okay, as soon as you see Purge, you assume there's more heroes behind him. He's still chasing him. Boots of travel. Purge may just straight up die. Oh no, Purge. He pops a magic stick. He's dead. Oh, okay. Oh, the blink mech. It wasn't there in time.
That is ridiculous.
That's so sad to see.
Look at Doom.
Radiant's top tower.
What happened to Doom? Oh wow, he's almost what?
He's like so dead.
Aosin can kill him.
I
mean, Aosin, he's dead. Naga Siren can solo kill him. He doesn't want to use the Doom healer kills. Is he going to sleep for it? He sleeps for it. He wants his kill. Wow. It's worth using that. I think it's a worthwhile sleep. Meanwhile, top lane, they're getting tier 3 tower. Bambo shows up bottom. And,
Don't run off.
well, he still has one illusion, but this is Rax's, or at least a tier 3 tower top. Oh my god.
Wow. That damage.
That Sleight of Fist is not doing enough. The mech being popped there, and that's going to heal up most of the damage. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Bambo's maybe going to go down to the Naga Siren. Naga Siren gets another kill. 3 solo kills from Lakel's. Zephyr just falling apart here. Is the Aegis... Aegis is gone. So the Aegis has expired from Arbor, and the Exorcism isn't there. But hey, they say, look, we're just going to go through anyways. Sleight of Fist with the Battlefield is doing decent damage, but not enough.
Yeah, they need a crit.
Lakel's is backed off, though, so I don't think they're going to get Raxus here.
Bottom tower.
And Zephyr maybe want to chase and try to bring down TNK.
Yeah, Curry needs to find someone, and there they go. It's a wow. They actually expect so much here. 8v8 is gonna. That arrow! It just happened right there. But they're not gonna be. Wow, nice.
Centaur, no. Wait. This is a like run in 1 by 1 and feed kind of strat from MiTH Trust. That was Centaur should have just let the Death Prophet die.
Yeah, I agree. That was a 3-2.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think it matters.
I saw that they did that yesterday against Titan, where like one hero got caught out, and instead of letting him die, they sent in another one to die with him, and then the third hero went in to die with him. It's like, okay, let's all try and be a hero this game.
Oh no, there goes Samantha Style. 25 minutes in. This is 530 GPM. That's actually not ridiculously high, but it's still.
No, I honestly like. I think Lakel's isn't like as ridiculously farmed as we've seen some Naga Sirens. It's just like in comparison to Zephyr, who just don't have a true carry really. Like the offlane farming Mirana, the Ember Spirit's doing decently well, but not well enough. Like, I don't know. Blitz needs to probably pick up the crit next after this Battle Fury. Yeah, he's got the Crystallis already, but it's still going to be really tough.
But he's doing a good job. He's finding so much all around the map when his team's getting just dumpstered, and also when. I mean, MiTH is always playing this like 4 protect 1. This is how they just make it the splash each and every time. Like anyone watches them, it's always MiTH trust. One core, go super hard game, and go super hard late game. This, yeah, I don't know. Still, Blitz is finding so much, even though there's like 4 people constantly roaming. And I think this is actually, they can still come back though.
I think that they can still come back, but the only way I see them doing that is Blitz going super farm late game Ember Spirit. He's gonna be in a bit of trouble here. The Stampede is there if they want to use it, but Blitz has another Fire Remnant if he needs it. Will use it. Breaks the distance here, but there's a blink up in 3 seconds. They're still chasing this. Blitz pops open his Flame Guard, and there's no towers to TP to. He goes in with a Sleight of Fist, and with Bamboo showing up, they could have chased that one, but I think they're just going to be afraid. Arbor's now chasing. He's got a Yule Scepter in a second, and I think he may throw Bamboo up in the air. There's your Stampede, and Bamboo now in some trouble. Have they got Detection? Not going to be needed. I think they maybe have a... Yeah, it's got Gem anyways. But
And there is a heart, adding insult to injury.
yeah. The only way I see Zephyr turning this game around is just dragging the game to like 45 minutes and Blitz getting double Battle Fury, Daedalus, Divine Rapiers. Like, that's the only way I see Zephyr turning this around, which is still possible, but they've got to hold on to Raxus somehow.
Yeah, and this is gonna be pretty much it here. There comes the crits. No crits. No
Just
crits,
the one which
no
didn't
creeps.
really do any damage.
And look at bottom lane, the kills.
Oh,
Ice.
man. Yeah, it's not
It's
just the
red,
push
though.
top they have to worry about. There's going to be an initiation forward. They get the Doom on the Death Problem, but the Exorcism's already up, so he's still doing damage in this fight. There's your crits and cleaves! Blitz brings down one. He's going to look for a second on the Centaur. Arbor's still doomed up. He's going to get Invis now. That should be him surviving, but bottom lane, Lakel's working on this tier 3 tower. Still a good hold from Zephyr, I'd say. This is what they need to do. They get another kill on the Dream Protector, and they're going to hold bottom lane. Yeah. Okay,
Also
good
a
hold.
big thing. A big thing here about Sexy Bambo, why the Enchantress is a great pickup against the Naga. You can enchant Naga Siren Illusion, and then she's gonna have the Radiance burn. And that's a big deal. You need a bit of counter push.
Yeah,
And you
they
need
had
it
that
bad.
last game as well, which is also, I think, part of the problem why the game didn't go as well as MiTH Trust would have liked. So, seems Zephyr like picking the Enchantress against Naga. They see that Naga. I don't know if I can't remember if they pick up the Enchantress afterwards, but I imagine it was the case where they see Naga Siren and think, let's get an Enchantress.
I think it wasn't. I think Enchantress was like 3rd pick or something from Purge. No, not Purge. Who's drafting Bambo?
Well, they pick the Naga in the second pick stage normally, MiTH Trust. They first picked Centaur and Death Prophet this game,
Yeah.
and then it was
Exactly.
Naga plus Treant 3rd and 4th. I'm not sure what order. But yeah, my guess is that the Enchantress was picked up after the Naga.
It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And also, like, Enchantress got a great early game presence, so you need something to just shut her down.
Yeah, Purge. Oh my god,
Purge,
getting chased again
please,
by
no.
these illusions. He gales all
he's
3 of
dead.
them. He's going to TP home.
Wow.
No Riptide, luckily. That Riptide just about to come up cooldown, but it buys space and time for MiTH Trust to get Aegis. And with Aegis, that push at top would have gone a lot better. Because it means Arbor unlikely to get doomed, or if he does get doomed, he doesn't have to back off at all. We'll have to see. Actually, I don't even know if Arbor will take this Aegis. It may be... Do you give it to Lakel's here, do you think? And he pushes with his team, or...
Actually, I would give it once again to ABBA and just have him, like, push down the waves.
Yeah.
It's so late in the game, you might as well just give it to Lakel's. It really doesn't matter, I feel like.
Lakel's will take it. I feel like Lakel's needs to maybe consider just coming to the fights with his team at some point.
Yeah, maybe. But it's Lakel's.
Yeah.
You know?
He also
Also-
he likes to go for this 4th item Lincoln Sphere. Like I think the Linkers is good on the Naga, but like normally you want to get it earlier if you go for it. But we'll see. He's going to pick up Perseverance. No, he picks up Reef. I like the Harder Trash much better because this makes your illusions much tankier. So he went game 2 as a Lincoln Sphere instead of the Heart, but this time around it will be a Harder Trask.
Yeah. Also, second Battle Fury is now done. And
Okay.
that's an interesting pickup. Because you got the double Battle Furies, that's a great amount of cleave, but you only, quote-unquote, have the
One
Crystals
crit.
up and no Daedalus. Although Blitz is finding so much farm right now, after this one team fight in the top lane, I feel like they still got it on them. And if they
Yeah.
find a few nice crits, even though it's only 175%, still, CM is going to be one-shot.
They're going to smoke forward. They want to fight outside of their base. I think realizing that with the Aegis up, they want to just focus on Arbor. They're going to go blinking with a Doom, I imagine this is. Arrow, not going to hit anyone. The blink forward from the Doom. They scout this one out and they back off. Oh, nice read from MiTH, or at least nicely positioned here. Treant hiding in the trees as well now. Doom does get used, but I think MiTH can just disengage. That's a wasted Doom potentially. Stampede gets used. Treant's still hiding, and now they just push with Doom on cooldown. That's actually a bit of a disaster for Zephyr.
100 seconds and nothing to be done here. Blitz. Oh no, if Boombell actually uses ult, yes, he does a perfect arrow onto ABBA, zoning him out. Not going to be hitting, but it was.
There's a Yule Scepter if he can catch up, but no, not going to do so. Lekels gets bottom tower though.
Look at Bambo. They even used the ultimate from Purge.
Yeah, just to try and deal with some illusions here. That was a bit unnecessary, maybe.
Such a long cooldown.
Lekels can just sleep these here at bottom lane while they push top if he really wants to. Go for some like zoning sleeps, but no Doom, no Venom ultimate. But they also did blow the Treant ultimate. It's a pretty short cooldown on the Treant, but it's still a one ulti that isn't available. Not that I feel like you need the Treant ulti because there's no actual big right clickers that you need to lock down.
Yeah, and now they go in. Everyone silence up for another few seconds, and yeah, just as you mentioned, no clip. This means for Milorax. Nothing to be done there.
A bottom lane still being pressured as well. Nagasaran gets a kill just with illusions. That's a dead Enchantress. Meanwhile, this top lane still being pressured. Arbor taking a lot of damage. And oh, look, he says, look, you can push me back, but can you push back Lekels at bottom lane as well? The Exorcism is going to wear off without Raxus being claimed. This is Doom back online. 15 seconds away. There's a hoof stomp on Lekels. Lekels is actually completely out of mana, but I think he's happy just to throw his life away here for this. I think he just goes back in. I think he tries to force the issue here. While you've got the Aegis and while your team's pushing top, but the call is to back off, and he's going to TP all the way home. So it looks like MiTH is going to just wait it out, wait for the next Exorcism, but there will be a Doom next time around.
Okay, so that's actually a big deal. I feel like this was a mistake. Let me check the Aegis timer. Okay, so they've got a bit more. Yeah, they've got 3 more minutes. But
they would have definitely... I feel like they would have definitely gotten either bottom or top Raxes there if they fully committed. Maybe Naga dies twice and they get top Rax, or some of the heroes top die and Naga gets bottom Rax, but I feel like they would have without a doubt gotten either top or bottom Raxes if they committed there.
Yeah,
they just
and this also...
played too safe.
Splits. Yeah, exactly. Like, this leaves Blitz a bit more time to farm up his Daedalus. And this is the only way they can actually come back. You mentioned it earlier. Like, if they got a nice cleave crit, the game can be turned around in a few, like, Slayer Fist. But that's it. That's all it takes.
Well, fight on. There is a dire Sentry Ward on the top of this cliff here, so they know exactly who's defending top. And this is also very important against Aosin with the Blink Dooms. He's actually looking for a kill on top lane. Think about initiation here, but the problem is they've already got the illusion off. He doesn't know which is real. Not to mention, Song of the Siren being used. They're going to initiate top lane. This is that zoning sleep we were talking about, maybe. He's just stalling them here at bottom lane. Maybe not the best sleep, because his teammates actually didn't get onto the high ground at top lane. Unfortunately, there was arrow hitting as well as a sleight of fist from Blitz, pushing everyone back. They're going to pipe this one up now. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Doom has been used. He's got Aegis, though. He's got Aegis.
Oh, yeah.
Aosin may die to these illusions. Yeah.
Oh, Bambo is mad.
Well, I think Zephyr just... I mean, it's. I feel like MiTH obviously aren't trying to turn things in their favor. Like, it's... I think you're right to be a bit upset, but I don't think you're right to lash out at the other team necessary.
Okay. That's...
Those cyber cafe PCs, man. I've been there, done that. Like...
yeah, it happens.
The cafe I went to in Australia in Perth, like you would get a pop-up and it would alt tab you out, so you yell for a pause, and then I yell at the shop owner like, give me some more credit on my computer, because you only have a certain amount of hours of credit before your computer logs out. So if you get like a 78-minute game, you forget you're about to run out of credit. So I'm always yelling at the shop owner to give me more credit if needed.
Yeah, like I cast Mineski once, and there was like in the game there was a pause, and 30 minutes later they were like, sorry, we had to change cafes.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah, you know, connection breakdown on one, so we just had to the next one. I was like, what? It's ridiculous. Are you a bad poker player?
No, man. Dude, I crushed Blitz.
How can you be bad at poker?
No, man.
Dude, it's so easy. You just call the shit out of everything.
My problem with poker is I play with trash cans like LD, and he calls the shit out of everything. So
Jesus
I was playing with our old house. We were playing poker, and LD had some like trash can hand. I had like the best flop possible, and he had like he had one out with like he had to hit a straight on the river, and he fucking gets it with like some random fucking flop, and I'm just like, this is some bullshit. And then everyone's like calling me out, like, dude, you realize the odds of him winning that hand was like 4% or something. I don't know what the exact math was, but it was somewhere between like 2 and 10%, and he fucking flops it, and I'm just like, no, that's bullshit. But
That's that's poker for you.
yeah, no, that's poker exactly. Like at the end of the day, I look at that and say, look, I don't care I lost that, but it's more like I care that I get flamed for that. That's what I care about.
It's like, dude, you fucked up, and we both know it. And even though you won, you fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And LD's like, nah, man, I crushed you. I'm like, no, LD, no.
Dude, I did the math in my head.
I'm like, no, LD, you lucked out. I realize that's poker. You luck out sometimes, but you had nothing. No, we're gonna have a poker night here soon at some point. I don't know when it's gonna be. But, well, I don't think we're allowed. I don't think we're allowed to stream poker, unfortunately. But
oh, you're right.
anything that involves gambling is a bit of a no-no from Twitch.
Well, you don't need to like play for money, quote unquote.
Here we go. We'll see what happens. Lekels is dead. The question is, can he bring down Eosin with him? There's illusion damage as well as the right clicks. It's going to be close. Yeah, no
like,
Riptide.
It's right.
I think Eosin should survive. Oh, he's going to get one hoof stomp over. Okay, Lekels goes down. Eosin survive. Meanwhile, top lane, the Sleight of Fist defense needs to be that TNK. Takes pretty heavy damage as well. Now there goes your Exorcism. Respawn up bottom lane. Lekel's going to go for these Raxes here. Both teams had some time to think about this one. They're trying to zone him out with an equip. Oh, they've got the kill on Blitz. He's dead. There's no buyback. Oh, is there buyback? No, he's short. This could be double Raxes.
Radiant's
I think
bottom
you're
How
right.
can they come back from double Rex?
Radiant's
They managed to
structures
just
are
get the jump on
fortified.
Blitz at top lane, and with that, I think you're right. I think this may be game, unfortunately.
They need a rapist somehow, but they don't have the money. Now there goes the blink in. Eosin picks up one. He needs to find more though. ABBA just
He's healing.
He's just pulling back. He's completely fine.
Yeah, he's going to be full HP pretty much after the Exorcism heal on bottom lane. Going to be good. The Centaur's now going to blink stun, looking maybe to catch out someone here. They don't get the full double Raxes at top lane, but they get both Raxes at bottom lane. It's just a range Rax left standing at top lane, so MiTH can fall back quite happy with their results. And at this point, you look at someone like Ember Spirit and say, okay, it's Daedalus or bust. That's the only way back into this game. It's get that Daedalus and then get a Divine Rapier as soon as possible, but that's still so far away.
How can you farm this? I mean, Nagasiren can just like run in the fountain, sleep everyone while her whole team takes Rax. Like she could just do that.
And MiTH really want... Yeah, they can just wait next Roshan. Bambo maybe going to get caught out here. And they got the first damage to this. Arrow just going to... Actually catches out the real Lekels. Corey now gets Blink Hoof Stomp. The damage is going to be there because he gets silenced up. The Manta comes too late. He just gets a leap out. Now 50 HP, 14 HP. Oh, that's close. Problem is now. He's got to heal up. They've got to back off MiTH. And you go for the tier 2 tower. Luckily, the tier 2 was still there to buy him some time. And Blitz, well, he can spam that Sleight of Fist for a while, but... Silence up once again, just sitting on this high ground, getting Silence, unable to use this Sleight of Fist, just casually spamming the 6-second duration on Silence really makes it hard for Blitz to defend.
Yeah, they really need to just not overcommit if you're MiTH. I mean, you've got the game pretty much in the bag, you just don't need to throw, and all this bit of damage on the tier 3 is already big. You just chip away, and now there goes your ultimate. ABBA deploying the big guns here, and well, so far a few nice crits.
He gets arrowed, but I don't know how much that matters. There's going to be a level death. There's your Song of the Siren.
Oh, wow, they disengaged this.
It's
okay.
MiTH are just playing super conservative. I think they realize they're up Raxes, they've got a Naga Siren. Sure, Ember Spirit can theoretically bring it back late game, but at the same time, they just don't want to make any mistakes.
Yeah, I agree. It's absolutely the smart play. Like, why would you need to push an advantage if you're facing... Okay, so the Ember Spirit is one of those... I would put him in the same category as a Gyrocopter who can just make the big play comebacks. But still, you need so much more. How long are you going to be waiting for the next push? You can't just wait for Roche.
And I don't think there's any saving for buybacks for Blitz. When you're down Rax, if you buy back, you're screwed. He's going to run right into a Sentinel. He's got buyback, and he immediately buys back. I'm surprised he... Like, that's one of those things where, like, it's an old habit where some players just insta buyback. You're better off waiting, because your next buyback time is going to be ridiculously large now if you don't wait just, like, 10 seconds to buyback. But they're fighting. Bambo's the next to get caught out. They've got the vision, I believe. No gem. Where's the detection? Oh,
what?
no. They lost the gem. Where's the Treant's gem gone?
It's hiding in the trees. It's staying in the trees. No, seriously, I have no idea.
Is it on?
I can't
There's a
find
gem
it.
on Venno. Yeah, it's been taken by Venno. They killed Treant in the last fight and picked it up for themselves, I guess. Or in one of these fights, Purge took the gem. That there is so big. Bambo did not have buyback if he died. And Enchantress is actually pretty important for stopping pushes because the enchant on these Naga illusions keeps Zephyr alive just that little bit longer, it feels like. So, well, a Moonlight Shadow actually causing MiTH problems. They'll see that and instantly buy like another gem, Sentry's Dust, whatever it may be. They do not want that to happen again, that's for sure.
Yeah, and there goes the illusion spam. Lekels wants to fight his own illusions though.
Yeah,
Smart
4
play from him,
Sentries on
just stopping
TNK
it right
coming
now.
out.
Yeah. So, question is... Oh, actually there's no blink deck up on the trend, which is a bit unfortunate, but here comes Blitz. Wow.
The top lane's just being sieged by Naga illusions, and the problem is range reactors do not heal up, so this will slowly, bit by bit, go down. Same for the mid lane, even if they don't only get a tier 3 tower, even if they don't even get this with the Exorcism, they'll still do some damage. Every time MiTH comes at you, they're slowly getting close to winning the game. This tower, 50 HP, he backs off. Another 50 HP, he backs off again. He's just slowly whittling away. They finally got that range racks at top. Now the Naga illusions can just work on this mid tier 3 tower. Sleight of Fist doing decent damage. The Stolen Naga illusion also causing some problems for MiTH, but Exorcism will wear off. I imagine MiTH just go for a full-on retreat now with Exorcism on cooldown, and then wait till the next Exorcism before they make another go at this.
Yeah, and if they commit to try to kill down the Kells, not only does he have a sleep, he also is so tanky with his like 3k HP and 18 armor that in the meantime MiTH are gonna be taking mid-ranks. So you can't go top lane. What can you do? It's so hard. Still though, Blitz finds a bit of farm. Even though he was forced to buy back, he's finding a bit more farm right now. Now ABBA super aggressively just giving a high five to the tower. That's completely fine. And they still hold, but for long. For how long, actually?
Yeah, 50 seconds on Exorcism. Roshan will be respawning soon. It seems MiTH just don't care. They're not even scouting out Roshan. It could be up. It could have been already respawned, but they just don't seem to want to go for it. So, bit interesting. I'm like when we talk about MiTH playing ultra conservative, but I feel like going for Roshan would be the way to do that. So, at the same time, they don't need Aegis to win this game.
Yeah, Nagasone has got buyback BOT. So you could just like bait with the BOT buyback, but doesn't care for it right now.
Yeah. We'll see if there's any like zoning sleeps, just like you say, sleep them in the fountain, have Exorcism do the rest of the work. If you can somehow sleep the heroes without catching the tower in it, we could see Albo finish this one off. And Exorcism is coming up on 10 seconds, so that'll probably just get spammed out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Where are you going?
This is just a painful game to watch, like at this stage.
It's brutal.
There's not much, I mean, there's strategy, but it's very limited. They're going to go charging in, try to bring down Blitz here. Blitz needs to stay alive, get Silence up, but does get forced up to keep himself alive. Doom goes out of the Centaur. There's your Song of the Siren, and the tower is not caught in it. They can bring down the tower. They're bringing down the racks. Arba's going to work on this. Corey, Arrow will hit Arba, but he's still okay for now. He's taking a lot of damage. The Self-Heal's going to throw himself up in the air. Has a Silence when he lands. Won't get a chance to cast it. Meanwhile, Lakel's just going to work on these racks. It looks like he's going to be on the run.
They hold now. Are you shitting me?
Okay. I just feel like they went about that the wrong way. I'm not sure why they tried to engage when they could just chip away at the base. They're going to get team-wiped. Ultra kill for Blitz. That's his Daedalus, surely. He buys the Daedalus recipe. Still needs another 1k gold, but that was just
They make a beeline.
You know, MiTH was so patient for so long, and then they just decide to fully engage. When they'd been, before that, just chipping away with Naga illusions, with Exorcism, they weren't engaging until that Centaur Stampede. I don't know why the Centaur suddenly decided, let's Stampede in, because that was not the right play to make.
Okay, so they've got triple buyback, but there is not going to be 30 seconds on the Centaur. This is going to be the big deal. They can just go for the tier 3 and maybe Rax.
I don't see them getting Raxes, though. There's Glyph. Like, this is enough time that they can hold this, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Deathrow doesn't have ultimate though.
Naga can just buy back, sleep them, TP in, and yeah, just Naga buyback alone pushes them back. Because the problem is when Naga...
She's in the base.
Oh.
She goes for the Rex. This is gonna be Megas if she can get it.
Look, there's Glyph. Definitely do Glyph things up now. There is a Song of the Siren. Lakel's can Song, but doesn't have a TP. They've cancelled some of these TPs. Blitz, he's stuck. He can't actually get back, and this is going to be Rax. I think this is Mega Creeps, like you talked about. Nicely played by the rest of MiTH. I think that was what, a Yule Scepter cancelling some TPs, and now they're going to get Megas. This is, I think, all over for Zephyr. Bit of lag coming out, but...
Oh man, what a game.
Arba shows up. He's got Exorcism in 5 seconds, and we'll see maybe Zephyr just try and fight this one out to the bitter end, but Daedalus about to be picked up for Blitz, but I don't know if that's enough. The Courier! He didn't finish it off! They got right-clicked once, but they didn't actually finish it off. Blitz.
Well, what can you do?
Very
ABBA is getting chased though.
He gets his Daedalus now, it's flying out. If this gets sniped, it's all over, but I don't think it will get sniped. But even with the Daedalus arriving, CM gets a kill at bottom lane. That's GG called from Bamboo. Mega Creeps are there, and MiTH have taken the victory over Zephyr 2-1.
What?
I don't know. I think Blitz is just a bit upset about that previous pull. Okay, no, it's an accident. I was like, was that like trolling MiTH for their previous pulls? What's going on here? No, it's all fun and games here. Zephyr, they gracefully bow out, and they take a 2-1 defeat here. Both their losses so far against RRQ and now MiTH have been 2-1 losses, so that's really crushing to see for Zephyr.
Yeah, but they played very well though. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you can give Bambo a lot of shit for his Enchantress YOLO swag plays, but still, if this would have worked out, it's always the super short tension between working out and making like the hugest plays ever, and looking like a complete fool.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just how
he's
it
1
works.
and 10 at the end, but it could have been very different from that. So, end of the day, Zephyr unfortunately do go down 2-1. MiTH, I feel this series, like I think Zephyr played well, but I also feel MiTH did not play that impressively. Like Lakel's Naga Siren, I feel is nowhere near his Morphling play, and even the rest of the team just I feel like didn't play as solid as they normally do. Like when they played, they kind of got stomped yesterday by Titan as well. So maybe MiTH just need a bit of a boot camp to get back on the right track with the TI4 qualifiers coming up.
Yeah, although Titan is still pretty good, I have to say. Like, they were in a
Yeah.
bit of a slump, and now they're just making some sort of comeback-ish, I feel like. Anyways, yeah, you're right. Like, Hell's Morphling is just way better than his Naga. Still.
Yeah. I
Gotta
think there's a
train
reason why
hard.
that gets banned and the Naga doesn't get banned. Like I think you look
Yeah.
at some of the other Naga players. I think Lakel's just needs to like watch a bit what Miracle does, watch a bit what Arteezy does, watch what some of these other players do with Naga Siren, and take a few notes. But
Yeah, but this is a completely different Naga Siren. Like, Miracle is now laning the Naga Siren mid as well from time to time. Like, he plays
Yeah.
it in the safe lane farmer as well as the mid. And Arteezy obviously is only playing this as a mid Naga Siren, like, obviously. But those guys are a bit more focused on actually abusing everything there is. They're starving their own team out a bit more, like, with a lot of bottle crowing, with a lot of just spamming out everything, like illusions, riptides, all over the map, and farming everything. And they also have their supports dedicated to actually stack a bit more than MiTH did.
okay.
So yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah, that does it. We do see Zephyr go down to 0-2. MiTH 1 draw, 1 loss. This pretty much tomorrow's match between MiTH and RRQ will decide second place in the group. The winner of that will advance in second place. Titan presumably will beat Zephyr. If for some reason they don't, maybe we have a 3-way tie. But there's a chance Zephyr can advance with a 3-way tie for second place. But most logical thing to happen is Titan beats Zephyr. They go through in first place, and the winner of RRQ and MiTH will get second place. So that'll be a pretty interesting game to look forward to tomorrow in the inaugural. But we're done for today. There's more Dota 2 action going on. Starlighter, of course, going on over on the Starlighter stream. There's also Orange versus Titan taking place if you want some more SEA Dota, an all-Malaysian grudge match over on the BTS2 stream for WPC. But Pimp, we're done for now. Any last words? Where can people follow you? Any last shout-outs from yourself?
Dude, I don't like plugging myself.
All right.
But
I'll plug yourself for you if you want. How does that sound?
Damn, you're such a nice guy. Sometimes
If you want to support and follow Pimp, you can check him out on Twitter, twitter.com/pimpmuckle, PIMPUCKL.
No.
PIMPU. It's not? PIMPUCKL.
Nope.
No? Pimp Muckle?
PIMPMUCKL. You have a
Oh, I forgot the second M.
Yeah, that's
Oh, damn.
you know, that's German. I'm gonna write it
Almost.
shit.
I can't picture in my head for some reason. It's early. Oh, it's early in the morning, which is basically late at night for me. So
Yeah, it's alright.
we're done. Thanks for joining me. It was a lot of fun as always casting with you.
Yeah. It
Alright,
was a hard
guys.
game to cast though, I have to say.
That game 1 and 2 were good. That game 3 was like, oh gosh, this again.
Yeah.
But-
Anyways, thanks for having me. It was fun.
No problem. We'll see you
Bye.
guys later on the live stream. We'll see you tomorrow. The inaugural continues. I believe our first match tomorrow is at 6 p.m. SGT, so tune in for that. More Dota 2 action coming your way on BTS, as well as tune into the Starlighter stream, as well as BTS2 for WPC. But for now, guys, I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, at BTS Gods. But we're done for today. BTS signing off. See you guys later.